I have concerns. Here I am on this YouTube channel. You all are here with me. There are lots of channels that you can watch right now. Oh, I thought I had some kale in my teeth. Anyway, we're not going to edit that out. Should everybody have a YouTube channel? What do you think? Listen, right now, when I look on YouTube, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of videos of other YouTubers telling people that they should have a YouTube channel, that everybody should have a YouTube channel, and that everyone can make money off of YouTube. Here's my concern, and I'm going to speak from my experience because some of you may know and follow me on Instagram at K_spot_therapy that I have been doing content creation for sexual education for the last couple of years. I fell into the trap, just speaking for myself. I am not judging other content creators. Be clear what I'm communicating. I recognize for myself that my life was consumed with creating content. Everything I saw was potential content. Every thought that I had was connected to a possible post, story, caption. Every place I went was a possible place where content could be created. Every experience I was having as a human being was potential for content creation. And some of the best content creators will tell you, just live your life, just live, and you can make money off of creating content from your life because you don't have to do anything extra. Just do what you do, film it, put it on YouTube, speak to a target audience, and people will connect with you. Listen, I'm all for everyone getting their bag, definitely. My concern is the obsession of content creation. That's my concern. My concern is that for myself, I was missing out on living through some of my experiences because I was creating content. Now, some people might say, what's the big deal? You're getting paid for it. You're doing that thing anyway, or you're educating people. You're sharing that information. What's the problem? And maybe it's not a problem for you. Maybe it's not a problem for the full-time YouTuber content creator that you follow. That's their lifestyle. This is what they do. They go to Starbucks, they buy matchas, they go to Target, they show us taking their clothes back to Zara. Again, no disrespect, because the reason I know all this is because I've watched it. I'm a consumer too. I'm a consumer of content, and I have been a creator of content. But last year, at this almost exact time, I went through a very devastating health issue and had to get a major surgery for spinal fusion. They had to cut through here, go back, fuse my degenerative disc. I was in a neck brace for ever, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. I don't even remember. I had to sleep like this, sitting up. I didn't lay down. It felt like for 2 months. The first time I laid down, by the way, my equilibrium was so off. It was odd to lay down in my bed. The thought that my body had gotten so accustomed to sleeping sitting up, that's another video, blows my mind when I think about what that tells us about habits and the things that we do and how we condition ourselves. I won't get on that tangent right now. My point is, when this all happened to me last October, I had surgery last November. My entire life and content creating life just went away. I wasn't creating any content. Now, some people might have taken this as an opportunity, and it would have been nice now when I think back on it to possibly have some footage of what I went through just for my own reflection. But in those moments where I was dealing with 24/7 pain, nerve pain down my right arm into my fingers, these two, I could barely feel anything. The pain would not go away until I had my surgery. And my surgery was 4 weeks out from when the pain started. I was not in a good place. I was not creating content. But during that time, one of the things that I learned is that I was not living. I was missing out. I was having experiences only to gain opportunity for possible content. And even though I wasn't a vlogger, I was just creating content on my Instagram page, and still everything was connected to content. I didn't realize how overwhelming it was. I didn't realize how much I had lost Casey in my content creation. Yes, it was me presenting the information. Yes, I was there, but my life outside of content, who's she again? Who? You're a wife, you're a mom. Yes, you have a private practice, you do therapy, you provide therapy, you support the community, like all these. Yes. And who am I again? What's happening? I was searching because so much of my identity was stripped away when I was no longer connected to social media, when I wasn't creating content, when I barely could have experiences because I couldn't go anywhere, I couldn't drive, even before the surgery, because I was in too much pain. So I was just out of the game completely. And I get concerned when I see this over indulgement in content. And some content, I believe, is amazing and so creative and cinematic with amazing messages of inspiration and spiritual growth and education. And I think it's wonderful that we even have these avenues to connect with people all around the world that we would never have an opportunity to connect. Because, of course, when I was growing up, we had Rodeo Dow, what's that called? I'm talking about the phone goes like this. This is phenomenal, but I'm scared for our culture, to be honest with you, because of the amount of content that we have exposure to consume. What I love about social media is that we have an opportunity to be creative. Like, people who may never have been thinking of themselves as a filmmaker, putting out their music, their art, being able to share that with the world is priceless. But we have to be good stewards over what we consume. And for those of us who create content for other people to consume, we also have to take a responsibility for the content that we're putting out. It's a lot. Sometimes I just randomly make a beverage for myself, and it's like, oh, this is content. I used to do all these things for content because I always needed footage. I always needed something to be able to put out. I was posting on Instagram almost 6 to 7 days a week. And on a good week, I might post twice in one day with 3 story posts. And it was a lot. And it served a purpose. And it still serves a purpose. But I just want us to be mindful of what we're consuming, how we consume it, how much we consume it. And as content creators, really being careful about the balance and the harmony of living and creating, and how they can be integrated, and at times how they really need to be separate entities. When I think about some of the experiences that I've had that I've captured on film that I'm able to put out as a visual diary or a way to draw someone's attention to information that I want to share, I think it's beautiful that we can do that. I really do. But I don't know if everyone needs to have a YouTube channel. I don't even know if I need to have a YouTube channel. I just have this because I want an outlet for myself to share. This is content in a very different way than I've shared on Instagram. I want it for me. And then for those of you who choose to decide to use your time to watch it, that doesn't mean I should have a YouTube channel. I'm just being honest. I don't know if I should. I don't know if there needs to be any judgment about it. I don't know if it's any different from, should I have a new pair of shoes? Should I? Should I have a YouTube channel? Should you have a YouTube channel? Should you use it as a way to document your life, to share this with generations to come in your family, of just your thoughts, your diary, your experiences, your travel? Could that add value? It could. Could it also consume a lot of your time? It could. And I think it's an individual decision. And so I'm not here to tell you you should have a YouTube channel or you shouldn't, or you will make money or you won't. Because I mean, clearly y'all see my subscribe. I'm not making any money. But do I enjoy a space that allows me to talk somewhat freely, like a diary? As a therapist, I journal constantly. And I love being able to have a space where I can just talk. It's like a journal to me. And there is a release that I get after talking to you here like this. I do feel oddly connected to you, even though you're not engaging in this conversation with me live. But I believe there's a conversation that's happening. And something about that is special. I don't know if there's a right or wrong to it, but I do think we are responsible for what we consume and what we create. And that's the purpose of this video, to share my thoughts, because it's my YouTube channel and I can say what I want. All right, thanks for watching. Come back and we'll just keep doing this again.